great day in Charlotte, the QC. Another fine day. And as always, I'm so glad to see it. I do hope everyone is well today and are like myself able to get out and enjoy the day. Maybe getting some fresh air, sunshine, and exercise in. Today it's raining here in Charlotte, so I'm gonna still go to my park and do my exercises or do my squats under the shelters and see what thus says the Most High. Hopefully the weather will give us a break so we can get our walk and our ride in. And as always, I do have a great thought I want to share, which I think is great, and it's coming from the Most High, so it is great. And it is one of, I only speak to two groups of people. Which group are you in? Or should I say, I speak to only two groups of people, the righteous and the unrighteous. Which are you? And as a sub-thought, I put earnestly contend for the faith. Pardon me, these are my notes. And I have my scripts in the notes this time instead of separating them, to give you an idea of how the thought came about and flowed as I was getting. I heard a teacher say that he did believe that Gentiles could make it into the kingdom, but I was like, uh-oh, this would be like his defining moment as a teacher or more. So instead of giving his own opinion, he quoted script. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? Wherefore let them suffer according to the will of the Most High, commit the keeping of their souls to him in well doing, as unto a faithful Creator. And that was 1 Peter 4:18 and 19. I love the way he went straight to the text to kill any doubt or questions on the subject. However, today I'm not here to discuss whether a Gentile or heathen can make the kingdom. I just wanted to ask the simple question: are you the righteous or unrighteous? I have done a recording before about the thought, identity without intimacy still equals depart from me. And this is Jude 1:3-5. Beloved, when I gave all diligence to write unto you of the common salvation, it was needful for me to write unto you, and exhort you that you should earnestly contend for the faith which was once delivered unto the saints. Why did he say which was once delivered unto the saints? Great question. For there are certain men crept in unawares, who were before of old ordained to this condemnation, ungodly men, turning the grace of the Most High into lasciviousness, and denying the only Mashiach, and denying the only Most High, our Elohim, and Yahusha Mashiach. I would therefore put you in remembrance, though you once knew this, how that the Most High, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, afterward destroyed them that believe not. These certain men are the teachers of the itching ear doctrine, found in 2 Timothy 4:3, which states, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but having itching ears, they shall heap to themselves teachers in accordance with their own lusts. These teachers proclaim that the unrighteous are righteous as long as they say that they are sorry over and over again, never repenting or turning, as long as the tithe and offering are left in the collection plate on their way out to church. This has been the status quo, the existing state of the Christian church since Peter and Jude's time, and the reason the righteous will scarcely be saved. However, sound doctrine has been and is still being taught. As the lies are expelled, the truth is revealed. The thought of today is, what truth will you adhere to? The truth or your truth? I spoke on this very controversial topic in a prior recording when I stated that there is no such a thing as individual truth. It's either the truth or a lie. I say your truth because I'm making the analogy between selfishness like Hasatan or righteousness like the Most High, which is the lie. Hasatan said in his heart that I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. Notice all the eyes. Sound familiar? It should. We just read it in 2 Timothy 4:3. According with their own lust, I call it the me disease. So the simple question today, as Bernie Mac would say, who you with? And what are you going to do about it? Repent, lean in, and depend on the Most High by following the truth found in His holy book and taught by His true teachers. Remember, the righteous scarcely will be saved. Which group will you be found in? Y'all moving? I wish y'all well. Y'all take care. That's my neighbor. Was somewhat a mentor to her sons. Not in the same capacity as I started off with when I first moved to Charlotte. I used to mentor the young men in my neighborhood. Have them come over, we would lift weights, go shoot ball, and talk. But yeah, I would see them out playing from time to time, and I sell sports materials like basketball, football, gloves, and tennis rackets. And I saw them playing with a can or something. They was playing with something that was really outlandish to be playing with if you're talking about playing football. So I took one of my footballs out there to them, and told them just return it when they're done. And then one time I gave one of their sons a bike. Gave one of their sons a bike. And I just think it's important for us as Hebrew men or Israel to stand by the widows and orphans. Now, I don't know this lady's situation, but I think that was her boyfriend there that was with her. But from time to time, he wasn't in the picture. I don't know if he was locked up before or not. But that's why I was speaking. But anywho, my thought of today. Which of the two groups of people are you that I speak to in my recordings? And if you're watching this, this is a very important question. I'm not saying I'm some type of teacher or preacher. I'm just a child of the Most High, and this is my reasonable service, to present my body as a living sacrifice to the Most High, holy and acceptable unto Him. So as I present, He use. There ain't no titles needed. And I think this is where Israel should be in our mindset. That I don't need a title to do the bidding of the Most High. That I don't need a title to be at my Father's business. And I'm not going to linger on this thought today. Or as the old saying goes, whoop a dead horse, or beat a dead horse, as it's said, I think. But like I said, this is a very important question to ask ourselves. Basically, who am I with? Am I with this on the side of the Most High, or Hasatan? And see, like I said, there's only two groups of people. There's no in between. You can't be on the fence saying the Most High is not done with me. He's still working on me. He knows my heart, which are some of the common thoughts or excuses people try to put out there when they still want to walk in their selfish ways, on the selfish path. And like I said, I call it the me disease. They only want that itch and ear doctrine preached and taught to them. They don't want to hear when somebody say you gotta live righteous. That's a cuss word. When somebody say something about the law, statutes, and commands, they want to make up excuses why we shouldn't have to follow them, that they're done away with. But if you would think about it, who are out here breaking these laws, statutes, and commandments? Basically everybody. And that's the reason the world is in the shape it's in. But the question is not should we follow them. The question is why shouldn't I follow them? Because basically what we're following now are the moral commands. Basically, if we follow the 10 commandments, we're walking in all the laws, statutes, and commandments. See, that's why they want to remove the 10 commandments from every government facility that they have been posted. Why? Because the God of this world don't want them posted. Don't want to hang them in people's eyesight, especially in the courthouses, where most of the Hebrews are getting caught up. But it's up to us to not only speak on it, but to live it. And we know it's by the grace of the Most High that we carry these out. See, this is the grace that we're speaking on, or that Paul was speaking on. It's not the grace that He forgives us every time we say, I'm sorry. It's the grace that we're able to keep the statutes and commands by His Holy Spirit, by the power of the Torah. The same way Yahushua kept them. By leaning in and depending on the Most High for His every command. Just like He said, only do what I see Him do and only say what I hear Him say. And see, this is the only way we can walk in holiness or righteousness or perfection. when we get to the place where we're only listening to the Most High and doing what He tell us to do, that's when we're walking holy. That's when we're living holy, and that's when we're carrying out His commands, His laws and statutes. But it's nothing we can do on our own. Let me make that perfectly clear. Just like I said earlier, as far as identity without intimacy still means or still equals depart from me. Because a lot of us Hebrews, just because we found out that we are the people, don't mean that we're righteous. And the thought today said only the righteous will scarcely make it. So without that intimacy with the Most High and in His holy Torah and walking out those statutes and commandments, which is the intimacy, which is the obedience, which means you love me, as the text says. If you love me, keep my commands. So as we walk out His Torah in our lives, then we are holy, and we will be the ones that scarcely saved, as the text says. Like I said, I was going to harp on this subject today too, y'all. Let's get out here and get busy. Look like I got me a break in the weather. Thanks to all thanks and praise to the Most High. Seeing this Friday, I don't want to pass up the opportunity to get this final burn. Because how many of us know the last day is the hardest day? And it's the easiest day to say, okay, it's Friday, I'll just skip the day. It's raining out. But no, I want everything. I want everything. while training, even if you do one more than the day before, that's how you finish strong, not just finishing. Oh boy.